Hey everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Bucker Designs, and I have a fun fancy fold card for you today. This project was originally done during Facebook Live. The link is here on YouTube. You can click it and go over and find the PDF right here. Has all the products and the measurements for you. Now this card was originally done at my bingo, stamp and bingo event. Let me show you how it opens. See how that opens and then that opens? It's so fun, isn't it? And I changed it up a little bit. These papers, these designer series paper, are from the same pack. They're called Parisian Blossom. And so I did that one in the petal pink, and I decided we needed to do one in Pool Party also. All right, let's get started. Like I mentioned, here's the Parisian Beauty bundle. I'm actually not using any of the stamps this time. You could use one of the stamps, the sentiments on the inside if you'd like, but I just left it with the Merci from the die that we'll use in just a second, okay? All right, you're going to start with a piece of smoky slate that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it's a card base size, but it's just one flat piece. And then I've got a piece of Pool Party that measures 3 1/2 by 10, and I have scored it at 5 and folded it in half. Now I'm going to put a piece of designer series paper that is 3 by 4 3/4 right there on the front. Now I've got a piece here that is smoky slate, and it is 1 1/4 by 4 3/4, and I have scored it right there at that 1 inch mark because we're going to adhere that back here behind it, okay, so it flaps open. I want to make a banner at the end, so I'm using my tailored tag punch to do that, and then I'm going to put some adhesive right here. And I'm going to put that behind the whole thing, not on the inside, although I guess you could, but no, you want to use it to hold it close. So I'm going to put it on the back, and it's going to fold over like that. All right. Now we're going to put adhesive all over the back of the Pool Party piece, and we're going to center it right there in the middle of the smoky slate piece. All right, see how it opens up like that? All right, let's do our die cutting. We are going to cut the Eiffel Tower out of foil. Now on this sample, in both samples I used silver foil, but for some reason I'm completely out of silver foil. So today we're going to use champagne, which is just as gorgeous, if not more. I don't know why I didn't use it in the first place. We're going to use the Eiffel Tower die, and then we're going to use this Merci. One thing I want to point out, Merci means thank you in French. By the way, if you didn't know, the little dot for the eye is here, and you have to be really careful not to lose it after you cut it because it's so tiny. Don't ask me how I know that. All right, so I'm going to cut out my Eiffel Tower here. Let's put the Merci on basic gray, and I'm going to run it through. And I think I'll go back another time for good measure. Move this out of the way. And we're not even going to mess with that Merci right now. We're going to leave that right there. Let's get our Eiffel Tower. Look how beautiful of a job that did cutting out. But it's got a lot of little pieces that need to come out. So I'm going to take my brush end of my Take Your Pick tool, which is really cool, isn't it? And I'm just going to get all those pieces to come out. The Take Your Pick brush comes with this this little foam piece here too. So when you get it, it'll come in a giant box and you'll be like, what in the heck is this? And you open it and you realize it's the giant piece of foam, and the little brush end is at the very bottom of the box. Very tiny. You almost miss it. So if you order that, be careful because you don't want to miss it. Okay, now let's come over here, and we're going to adhere this right here onto this banner part. So I'm going to put adhesive right here on this part and right here on that part. And I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen. And we're going to put just a little bit, dot, dot, dot. You don't even need to squeeze, dot, dot, dot. And I'm going to do it over here to the side, right like that. Now, you probably want to put something heavy on it and let it rest there for a minute so it'll stick. I'll move that up. Uh-oh, I didn't move it, did I? Okay. Now, look at the ribbon here. This ribbon that is on the original card is petal pink. It comes petal pink with that champagne edge on it. But this pink, I didn't have any Pool Party ribbons, so this ribbon is white, with a silver trim, and we're going to color it with a Pool Party marker. And I'm going to just put this right here. If you have a fine tip glue that looks as gunky as mine, that means you've been taking good care of it and you've closed it every time. Because if you leave it open, it will dry and clog. So don't do that. Okay, so get your piece of ribbon, and I kind of, let's estimate how much I need. We're going to need about that much. So it looks like maybe 16 inches. And I'm going to take my dark Pool Party, and I am going to color this ribbon. Isn't that awesome? You can make this ribbon any color you want with your Stampin' Blends. The Stampin' Blends are alcohol markers, so that means that they will dry and it's permanent, and it turns your ribbon into any color you like. There we go. All right, we're gonna give that a moment. I'm gonna let it dry. That's really all it needs, is a moment. And remember, over here we had the Merci. So I'm going to carefully take that off. See that little dot right there? I'm going to take, let's get my Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to put back on the, whoops, we're going to put back on the little end that has the putty. And we're going to, let's get that in a nice sticky ball, and I'm going to pick that up right there. Now I know it's stuck to there and I won't lose it. Fingers crossed. Okay, now I have also done something ahead of time. This little die set right here is the Cherry Blossom dies that go with the Cherry Blossom stamp set. On the same page in your catalog as a Parisian Beauty, I have cut out one little flower, and I'm going to take my glue dot and I'm going to stick it on just right here with a couple of glue dots. Now let's get our Merci, and if I can get that little doodad out, we're going to once again open up our grungy fine tip glue pen. Just little dots. Don't push too hard. Don't push at all if the glue is coming out, because that's all you need. All right, now I'm going to leave that there because we're going to put that dot on in a minute. All right, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to lay it down right there. Now I'm going to put a little tiny dot, and I'm going to come over here. Now this thing is so tiny, we might need the assistance of our scissors. All right, so a little bit of Stampin' Surgery. I'm going to take it off of there and stick it right there. Ta-da! I didn't lose it. Yay! All right, now our ribbon is dry, and I'm going to tie that bow and cut off the ends and stick that on right there. All right, let's use a glue dot. Now my ribbon is a little, it's not wet, but it's a little, I can tell it's a little bit damp, so I'm not sure if my glue dot will stick, but we'll try. Put that right there, and it's stuck. And there you have it. See how that opens up? And you can write your message inside. So a fun fancy fold card for you. Let's see, where's my Petal Pink one? You can use the same paper to make two different cards, Petal Pink or Pool Party. All right, you guys, make sure you hop over to my blog and check out the PDF. The directions and the products are listed there for you. And there's 2 other Parisian Beauty projects for you. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.